Hi, welcome to class. Whenever you're ready, grab your mat and we'll get straight into it. Now start standing at the top of your mat here. Feet can be together or hip width apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up over the head. Exhale, take a quick forward fold. So bend your knees, flatten the back, make your way down, relax the entire body here. Just feel the stretch at the back of the legs. Don't force anything. We're just warming up here. Start to dangle your upper body. So grab hold of your elbows. You can swing from side to side gently. Soften the breath. Keep breathing. Now bend your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax the upper body and slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. And up to standing. Standing on the right foot, left foot off the floor into your tree pose. So hands on your waist or hands in front of the chest in prayer's position. So foot can be at your ankle level, knee, or a little bit higher, all the way up. Stay here. Find your balance. Keep gazing at one point on the ground. Make sure your chest and your hips facing forward. You're keeping a slight bend in that supporting leg, which is your right. Soften the breath. Now ready to transition to the next pose. So left ankle on top of the right leg. Bend a little bit more into that supporting leg. Relax your shoulders. Keep your torso fairly upright to start. Maintain the balance. Keep the breath going. If you like to go a little bit deeper, inhale, extend your arms over the head. Exhale, start to fold down. Take your time. If you're here, hold on to the top leg. Stay here if this is steady. If you can go a little bit lower, reaching for the floor and breathe. So make sure to put a bit more weight onto the heel instead of the ball of your foot. Feel the stretch in your left glute. A few more seconds to go. Nice deep breath in. Now exhale, ready to come up. Try not to lose the balance. Slowly sweep the arms up over the head. Breath in. Exhale, hands down in front of your chest. We're sending that left foot to the back. So take a big step. Drop the back heel down into the floor if you can. If it's too much for your Achilles and your hamstring, you can keep the back heel up off the floor. So find your stance. When you're ready, inhale, sweep both arms up over the head into your warrior one. So interlace your fingers, index fingers pointing up. You can add in a gentle back bend by looking up if you like. Maybe bend a little bit more into the front knee. Straighten the back leg and breathe. Nice deep breath in and slowly exhale. Breath in. This time on your exhalation, lower the right hand down to the back. So reaching for the opposite leg, reaching for your left, lean over to the right. So look down, keep leaning over to the right until you feel the stretch on your left torso. So on the left side of your torso, it's up to you to intensify the stretch. Now inhale, sweep both arms back up. Exhale, lower the hands down on either side of that front foot. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Take a second here, see if you can deepen the lunge. So maybe walk the foot forward, right foot forward, lower the hips down a little bit more towards the floor, and see how that feels in your left hip flexor. So take your time, lower the left hand down. Inhale, open your right arm out to the right. If possible, turn that into a twist. So right fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. Try not to dump weight onto the bottom shoulder. Keep lifting your chest and your sternum. Now breath in. Exhale, slowly lower the top hand down. Take a breath in. Exhale, move the hips back. Straighten the front leg. So take a second here. See what works best for you. You might want to flex the front foot. You might want to place the front foot down. See how you feel. Make sure to square the hips. Lengthen the spine. And breathe. So you're almost pulling the right hip back and pushing the left hip forward here. Try not to tilt over too much to the left. That might take away the stretch in your hamstring, and you should feel it in your IT band. Again, the intensity is entirely up to you. Relax the upper body as much as you can, and on your exhalation, if possible, lower the forehead down to meet the leg. Hold it. Now inhale deeply. Exhale slowly, bend into the front knee. Take your time. From here, we'll bring that front foot back. So right foot to the back. And get it up. Option to keep the knee bent. Option to straighten the leg. See how you feel. Noticing the right hip start to pop up and you're leaning a bit more onto the left. Make sure to bring the right hip down, engage your core, and find your balance. If possible, sweep your left arm up, so opposite arm and leg. Tuck the belly in, make sure there's no pain in the lower back. Fan your right fingers and press firmly into the floor. Find your balance. Now breath in. Exhale, bend that top leg. Reaching back with the left hand and see if you can find the bind. If you can't, just stay here. Just work on your balance, and this is good enough. Otherwise, see if you can find that right foot and hold it here. If you start to feel the stretch in your right quadricep, or you can layer a little back bend. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the bind. Lower the left hand down. Take a second here. Breath in. Exhale, we'll open the right foot out to the right. Place it down. And first option, to keep that foot aligned with the left knee. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit back towards the left foot and see how you feel in your right inner thigh. If this is enough, you can just stop here halfway even and breathe. If this is quite easy for you, you can travel all the way back and you're not feeling anything in your inner thigh. Feel free to adjust the position of the foot. You can move it forward, you can move it back. See how you feel. So don't worry too much about how you look or comparing how you look. Just see how your body is feeling. Now, nice deep breath in. Slowly breathe out. Breath in. Exhale, ready to exit the pose. Come forward. And this time, right hand goes under the left shoulder. We'll turn this into a twist. First option, just to stay here on your forearm and look to the left. If you can go a little bit deeper, feel free to drop the right shoulder down onto the ground. Look to your left or try to look up. So feel the spinal twist. Again, try not to put too much weight onto the left. Distribute your weight evenly. A few more seconds to go. Nice deep breath in. And gently breathe out. Breath in. Exhale, press firmly into the left hand. Push up. And exit the pose. Lower that right hand down. We'll bring the right foot in. Curve the toes under. Downward facing dog. Knees off the floor. Take your time. Transition back. Head down in between the arms. Gaze at your feet or your knees. Maybe you can lower the heels down onto the floor. Don't rush into straightening the legs. Give your body time to open. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, move forward to your plank. From here, you can take a modified chaturanga by dropping the knees down on the floor and chest and chin down. Or we'll take a full chaturanga from here. So flat back, bend into the elbows, lower down, upward facing dog or cobra. Trying to look ahead at least or slightly up. And back to your downward facing dog. Move the hips back and up. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. And from here, slowly roll up to standing. Ready to repeat everything on the other side. Find your tree pose on the left this time. So balancing on the left foot, right foot off the floor. So ankle, knee, or all the way up. Just take your time. Any arms variation is fine. So prayers in front of your chest, out to the side, or over your head. It doesn't really matter. Try and keep your chest and your hips orienting forward. That right knee goes out to the side as much as you can without twisting with it. So still facing the front. Hold and breathe. Just maintain your breath. Keep it nice and steady. A few more seconds to go. Keep your balance. Again, make sure you keep a slight bend in that supporting leg. You don't want to lock the knee out. Engage your core. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly, and if you lose the balance, just get back into the pose. No stress. Right, transition. Right ankle on top of the left leg here. So imagine there's a chair behind you and you're trying to sit on it. That's how much you want to lean back. Keep your torso fairly upright first and see how this feels. If you can go a little bit deeper, Inhale, sweep both arms up over the head. Exhale, folding down. Take your time. Relax your upper body here. You can relax the top leg. Put a bit more weight onto the left heel instead of the ball of your foot. Keep breathing. Okay, the challenging part coming up. Breath in. Exhale, sweep your arms up. And hands in front of your chest. Transition into your warrior one. So right foot goes to the back, big step. Drop the back foot down. So flatten the heel on the floor or keep your heel up. Entirely up to you. You should feel the stretch in your right hip flexor. And again, the intensity is up to you. I can't tell you how much you're feeling it. Only you know. So take your time. And warrior one. Sweep your arms up over the head. Interlace your fingers. Index fingers pointing up. Hold it. And breathe. Maybe add in a gentle back bend by looking up. Completely optional. Now take a breath in. Exhale, lower your left hand down to the back, reaching for the right leg, and lean over to the left as much as you can. Again, make sure you're feeling the stretch on the right side. You can lower your lunge a little bit more, as long as it doesn't hurt your front knee. Take your time. A few more seconds to go. Long, deep inhalation. Slow and controlled exhalation. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly sweep that back arm up. And lower your hands down on either side of the front foot. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. And take a second here to find your lunge. So maybe you can move the back knee away from the front foot. Maybe you can walk the front foot to the top of the mat. Whenever you're ready, drop the right hand down on the floor, align with the left foot here. Open your left arm out to the left. Maybe turn it into a full twist. Just take your time. It's not a competition, so do your best. Do what feels good to you. And keep pressing firmly into that bottom hand. You're not dumping weight onto the right shoulder here. Lift the chest and the sternum. Keep breathing. Nice deep breath in. And slowly breathe out. Exit the pose. Lower that top hand down. Now on your exhalation, start to move the hips back. So take your time. Again, option to flex the front foot. Option to flatten the foot on the floor. Adjust the hips. Make sure they're centered. Almost pulling the left hip back and pushing your right hip forward here. Option to stay here where your torso is parallel, almost parallel to the floor. You can even stay up here on your fingertips. Make sure you feel the stretch in your hamstring and a little bit on your IT band. Oh, nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. So now take a breath in. Exhale, bend into the front knee. And from here, we'll bring that left foot back. So take your time, transition back. Get that left leg up. You can try and straighten the leg if possible. Put a bit more weight onto your left hand and follow by the right arm. So extend your right arm forward. Hold it. Draw the navel in. Make sure there's no pain in your lower back. The front of your pelvis facing down. Soften the breath. Now we're going for that bind again. So bend the top leg, right hand reaching back. See if you can find the foot. This might be enough for you. You can just stay here, hold and breathe. If you like to go a little bit deeper, add in the back bend. Raise the leg, lift the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let go of the bind. Lower the right hand down. Take a second here and open that left leg out to the side. So again, foot and knee are aligned. To start and see how you feel. Shoulders are over the wrists. Take a breath in. Exhale. Slowly sit back towards that right foot. And this halfway point is enough for you. You can just stay here. Don't have to go any further. But if possible, sit all the way back. Make sure you're feeling the stretch in your left inner thigh. And take your time to deepen the pose if you want. So drop the forehead down, relax the upper body, and breathe. Now inhale deeply. On your exhalation, let's get out of this position. So move forward and we'll get into the spinal twist. So left hand goes under the right shoulder. Drop down onto the forearm. This is good enough. Start to look to your right or trying to look up. Hold it here. This is your first option. The second option, to go a little bit deeper, drop the left shoulder down. Keep pressing firmly into the right hand so that you're not rolling over to the right. Keep a bit of weight on that left shoulder. Trying to look up, soften the breath. Still feeling that stretch in your left inner thigh. And listen to your spine. Feel the spinal twist. Now one more round of breath. On your exhalation, start to exit the pose. So press firmly into the right hand, push up, and get out of the pose. From here, we'll bring that left foot in, curve the toes under, knees off the floor, downward facing dog. Find your breath. This is your second down dog, so see if you can deepen the pose. Soften the breath. Inhale, move forward to plank. Again, modified chaturanga or full chaturanga. Bend into the elbows, chest and chin down. And cobra or upward facing dog. And child pose. Sit all the way back. Slowly roll up. And that is it for today. Thanks a lot for joining me. See you next time.